So this is my post-fight review for Terri Harper versus Sandy Ryan. Terri Harper came out very strong. She was very aggressive in the first round, landed some hard hooks, going to the body, aggressive 1-2 punches. She was definitely putting her foot on the gas in this fight. But Sandy Ryan was someone who was finishing off rounds. And every round that Harper would win, Sandy Ryan would somewhat finish the round off, or in the next round, she would be very aggressive and she would win the whole round. In this first round, she let Harper kind of dictate a lot of things, and she was very aggressive. She didn't really stop a lot of things, and that kind of was a setback. She did let her hands go, but I don't feel like she paced herself. She kind of reminded me of what Maxie Hughes did last week when he was kind of fighting against William Zepeda, and he kind of basically went all out in the first couple of rounds without any real strategy. I thought Harper did have a strategy, but then in the third round, but in the second round, she almost got dropped. So I felt like that was something that was realistic, because I felt like the punch she did take in the second round when she was on the ropes, it could have finished her off. So when that happened in the fourth round, I also felt like she almost got dropped in those 2 rounds. And for her to not be as aggressive in the second round as she was in the first round, it was a big sign that either she was gassed out or she didn't have really much of a strategy as far as besides being aggressive and going to the body without really thinking about much. And she was taking a lot of blows. One thing that I did feel like she did, I feel like she actually quit on the stool, because after the fourth round when she was knocked on the ropes, she did got knocked out on her feet twice. But at the same time, it wasn't like she was consistently taking punches, a barrage of punches, to the point where she had to fall down or she got dropped or anything like that. She wasn't bleeding. She didn't have any swelling or a black eye. So I feel like she really quit in the fight, to be honest with you. I feel like she quit in the stool. If Sandy Ryan comes out and basically does you like that, you don't really have much of a chance against most of these other people, because Sandy Ryan was very aggressive in this fight, and she wasn't going to take no for an answer. And I think Harper went out there thinking that she can kind of walk through her and kind of demand respect as far as from the first round, and it didn't go the way she thought. And I was very disappointed that she didn't really have much of a strategy pass going to the body, and she didn't have much defense. She wasn't moving much. She wasn't answering or countering. That's the one thing I didn't like. She took a lot of punishment without giving out much. She didn't throw many blows or anything throughout the fight, and I feel like that was a huge disappointment. If you're gonna fight someone like that, Sandy Ryan was aggressive upstairs. She was throwing hooks to the body, the left hook upstairs, the right hand upstairs. She kept landing with the right hand over and over. Harper didn't have much of an answer. She didn't want to exchange with her. She didn't want to go back and forth at all with Harper. And with Ryan. And Ryan was just letting it be known that Harper was not going to walk through her or try to be aggressive and walk past her like she wasn't a factor. And the way that Harper was kind of just in the first round and third round, she just kind of kept trying to be aggressive, and she threw some hard power punches. She was trying to knock her out, and when Ryan realized that Harper was trying to knock her out, she started answering with her own kind of punches. She said, if Harper's going to try to knock me out, I'm going to try to stop her. Matter of fact, I will stop her. And I won't stop until I will stop her. And I think that her coach and instructor kind of told her, hey, she's going to try to knock you out. So it's time for us to kind of press on the gas. She doesn't have much. And you can kind of tell in the end of a couple of rounds that Harper she looked like she was kind of out on her feet. And I said that live twice, and everybody kind of heard me, so they kind of know what actually went down. But from what I seen, it looked like she was knocked down on her feet, and I was right about that, so it kind of makes sense that she quit in the fourth round on the stool. It's kind of disappointing because it was such a good fight. It was an excellent fight. I'm telling you. That's one of the best female fights I've seen with 4 rounds, but it just didn't last longer than 4 rounds. That's it. It wasn't much you can get out of it. But it was a good fight though. I feel like Sandy Ryan was definitely a beast in this fight. She's a problem for anybody. She's definitely a problem. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.